Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play more of our Polish campaign for Europa Universalis IV. So thanks for the comments in the last video. I was very confused by that. Apparently, the two provinces that I took were part of the wrong culture group. They were Flemish and Dutch, and in order to form Burgundy, we needed to have somebody had the culture group Burgundian. I've never actually had that issue before. It's kind of a weird little thing that I guess you just kind of have to know. So I've also been looking over some of the achievements that I want to accomplish in this campaign, and there's basically three. We're probably going to have to play to the end of the game to make that happen, so this may be a very long campaign. We can knock out just a little patience if we do that. But I want to do Winged Hussars, so we need to work on getting our cavalry combat ability up. We're going to have 33% automatically from being Poland. We need to... I think it might have been up here. Poland can into space. Somehow we need to get to level 32 of all tech. And there was another one. I want to abolish the Sejm. The Sejm. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Let's just find it. One king to rule. As Poland become an absolute monarchy, abolishing the Sejm. So we're going to do that. Those are some of the major achievements that I want to do. We might be able to knock out another one or two while we play. We're probably... Okay, so we have cavalry combat ability already at 33, and we just need 50. So the way we can do that is, in here, we can get cavalry combat ability plus 10. There's also a policy, I believe, that increases cavalry combat ability as well. Yeah. It requires espionage, though. That's kind of weird. It's 20%. Still, 10% here gets us to 43. On the other hand, we could just go for quality. That's another 10. 53. Is there an idea for quality, maybe? That increases cavalry combat ability. I'm not seeing one in there. Anything in quantity? Nope. Certainly not going to be under defensive. Oh, maybe it would. I mean, or naval, rather. I doubt. I mean, naval wouldn't make much sense. Aristocratic. That's the one we already looked at. That's the requiring espionage. I don't really want to do that, though. Although espionage does give another diplomat, which kind of makes up for the fact that we don't have a guy. One last thing I want to check on is the other offensive ideas. No. Is it really just those two? I could have sworn that there were more options available. But we could theoretically do 10%, another 10%, plus the 20% if we actually went espionage. So that's 40% on top of the 33. So we could have like 73% cavalry combat ability. That'd be pretty good. Anyway, where we left off last, we were dealing with the fact that we have lots of war exhaustion, we've got big rebellions, and Lithuania doesn't want to help out. We have a new vassal over here, and we're annexing this guy. So that's all happening. Let's go ahead and just keep playing. Venice no longer considers Hungary to be a valid rival. Alright, so how far in debt are we? We need 6,000 more manpower. We just hired all these guys. It's tough. I gotta say, it is very tough going back and forth between Poland and Brandenburg. They're two completely different types of country. One is exceptionally good at military, and the other one's not. There's not much else to say about it. It's just not as good. Do we have river crossings here? Probably everywhere, if I had to guess. Amazingly. No, there is one. One everywhere. But there's no leader, so as long as we have one maneuver, which we don't, we afford to hire a guy. Let's hire another guy, and just hope that we get some maneuver. Hey, there we go. See, that's pretty good. That'll help out quite a bit. A 4-2, I think, is significantly better than a 3-3 without maneuver score. Because he'll effectively nullify the river crossing penalty, making him basically like a 5-3. Hey, loans aren't cool, man. I don't want to take out loans. Sweden has now rivaled us. Okay. Oh, man. Our artillery are damaged. I don't want to consolidate, though. Okay, well, we gotta go fight these guys before they siege something down. Alright, unfortunately we are still fighting in the woods. Sweden has entered a coalition against us. Why? What did I ever do to you, Sweden? What's your problem, man? Okay, I think we can hold off until November 1st. We're going to lose control of Danzig, probably, which means more nationalism. Fortunately, the unrest is at -20, so... Actually, the -20 is because they've rebelled. If it wasn't for that, it'd be at roughly 0. So that might go up. Okay, this will get you there 2 days too soon. There we go, that's better. Please don't take that. Thank you. Okay, finally we have to fight the 2-0 and the 0-2. Both in plains. You can avoid rivers most likely from both. Probably no river here between here and Warmia. Actually there is. And Wystruck. There's a river from every direction. Well, the river won't matter. He has no maneuver score. I don't know why I keep worrying about the river. Marriage offer from you. Sure. Yeah, why not? National decisions are available. Let's not worry about that for now. Remove Bohemia from the map. Well, it's tempting. We actually don't have a truce with them. You're allied with people. Sweden is kind of big. Sweden doesn't matter, though. You're allied with Switzerland. These colonies, these little tiny guys like Magdeburg and Bremen, it's cool how big they're getting. Even Mecklenburg is kind of cool. Normally they get eaten. You need more rivals. We're rivaled with Austria. I suppose we counter-rival Sweden, since they've offered up their land to us. And then the other guys that are... Really? Game? You really think that someone who's 400% my strength isn't a suitable rival? Also, I think it's kind of funny. People were saying, like, why haven't you formed the Commonwealth yet? Well, because it's not possible. We're not Tech 10. You have to be Tech 10 to take the decision. Like, that's why. It's one of the main reasons why. It's just not possible. So there. Let's actually go try to fight the other army first. We'll march over there, and then we'll go fight those guys. Hungary broke their alliance with Serbia. Okay. Riga is now trying to improve relations with us. Would you like to become our little vassal? They would totally accept. If we wanted some peaceful growth, we can always do that. You know what we need is, I do think we're probably going to need to integrate Lithuania. Sooner rather than later. Simply so that we can, you know, actually have some strength. I feel really weak not being able to control the Lithuanian armies. Because they're just not good. Not being able to control them is really frustrating. Alright, now this one is tricky. We will arrive on the 9th, we can be there on the 8th. Okay, yes, we'll take the fight even though we're kind of low. We're going to consolidate regiments. Because I want to fight them after they cross the river. This might be enough to give us the advantage we need to beat this guy. Yes! Sweet. Superior forces smashed. And we will consolidate regiments again. I know we still have quite a few mercenaries in there, but and we're quite weak. Our heir is oh. Right, apparently we died. I forgot about that. Lithuania still likes us, right? Yes. No risk of losing them. So our heir right now is a 2-2-3. Not very good. What's it going to take to form an absolute monarchy? There must be an event sequence or something that fires that allows us to move away from elective monarchy. Because I want to do that absolute monarchy. I want to get that achievement. I only have like 45% of the achievements. I want more. Alright. Let's get this stuff in order. So we've got these guys at 70%, but they're not going to fire. We could just send over 2 regiments and it will disappear. And then this one is probably where we'll park the army after they're done sieging. In fact, do either of you guys have siege value? No. Our war exhaustion will actually come down fast enough, I think. Let's detach and then just bring the majority over here. Actually, no. We'll just leave all the artillery there. They're doing a good job. And we're not at war, so you guys should either blockade or protect trade, one of the two. And you're almost gone, which is nice. Portugal will be forced to give Austria 10% of their income each month. It will annul their treaties with England. Okay. Normally they keep that friendship pretty close to the chest or vest or whatever. I still do want to feed a lot of Hungary to Moldavia. I also want to turn them into not a march. But we were waiting until we lose stability. Our character's already pretty damn old, so while we're at 2 stability, I don't want to get rid of it. Well, no, I really want to get this started. I want to get the opinions starting to come back, because it's going to take forever to integrate them. Yeah, whatever. There goes some stability. They hate us, but in 50 years, roughly, March status will be gone. And if we improve relations, we can probably still integrate them before 50 years are up. Okay. Oh, crap. Did I just do something really dumb? I wonder if a march still has the annexed vassal opinion modifier. Do you have it? No, they don't. See, a union doesn't have the annexed vassal modifier. I bet that if I had left them a march, that I wouldn't have them minus 28. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to integrate them in the next 10 years anyway, and so it'll go away, but it's just something to remember for the future, I guess. Let's improve relations with Lithuania for no reason at all. And let's improve relations with Moldavia. Okay, so we got a little bit of Thailand down here. We've got pretty high autonomy. We've got revolt risk. Intolerance. It is orthodox. Can we convert it? No, we can't. Awesome. Fantastic land with 8% unrest. Non-accepted culture, intolerance, local autonomy, and it's terrible. The disputed succession of John, Yan, whatever, has caused a pretender to raise an army, march for the capital. Goody. And of course, they're in the hills. Fortunately, they have 1 maneuver, and we have 2 maneuvers, so we can avoid the river crossing, but they will have the hills bonus. I'm assuming we can march that way. And we do have a lot of artillery. We actually have too much artillery. They have a front row of 9. We have a front row of 8. That's going to put one of our artillery in the front, getting hit. I think we just quickly hire a couple extra mercenaries. I don't want to risk losing any of our extra manpower, any of that artillery. They'll take a lot of damage being in the front row. Now we should be good. Yep. Nice. Looks good. Perfect flanking. Everything's great. They actually have more morale than we do. How the hell is that possible? They just get a modifier. We will lose what? We're more behind on Diplotech. They're really doing a good job with their morale. Okay. Now pretenders we actually have to run down. The Sejm comply with your policies. The veto itself was merely the most obvious symptom of a political disease that went far deeper. I think we've already read this one. Maybe not. So apparently sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. It's really strange. Okay. War exhaustion's almost gone. Another 17 months ought to do it. We are losing money right now. We are at full maintenance. We don't need to be at maintenance, full maintenance. Let's leave it at just a tiny bit, so we reinforce a little tiny bit. And people are continuing to join coalitions, even though we're not doing anything offensive. We don't necessarily need the diplomatic reputation guy right now. I do like morale of armies guy. What do we have? Actually, you know what? This army should probably stay down here. How silly is that? Like, we integrate a vassal, and then right away, Muntenia is gonna try to rebel. Oltenia and Muntenia. Wallachian nationalists. The country we just integrated. They're like, we don't want to be part of you. You stink. Alright, we'll get this under control. Our point generation is not the best, but we are getting military ideas, which is exciting. Excited about our discipline, excited about our morale. Cavalry cost is pretty darn low. Only 21 ducats for cavalry. And they have that combat ability, so we should start to really heavily favor cavalry. Like, this is clearly far too few. I do want to have a few more men. There is always the possibility under an elective monarchy. Could we have, with a monarchy? Yeah, I'm almost positive I've seen Poland have the Peasants' War, so that could fire. But we don't have any overextension, but our legitimacy is really low. It could fire. Having higher stability is good. Having the Pope like you, I believe, is good. So we should improve relations with them. Probably more important than improving relations with Lithuania. We'll go from there. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break here. I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.